G'day, hi, this is Julie. Welcome to my channel and welcome to my Thrifty Thursday, which has been quite some time, hasn't it, since I've done a Thrifty Thursday. Probably 3 months maybe or more. So I thought I'd just pop up to some op shops at in my local area. So I went down to Rockingham, which is not far from where I live, and bumped into my friend Jane. So we went op shopping together in the morning, just by accident. And then I went down to Mandurah and did a couple of shops with Mum. So I've got a few goodies. Half of it is probably Christmassy, and there's a few bits and bobs over there that are not. Some nice books. So we'll start with the Christmas stuff. Some of it was in op shops. This was actually in my local Spotlight, which is like a sort of haberdashery, crafting, homewares kind of department store. But they had these nice napkins, so I picked up those. Oh no, these were in Aldi, which I don't like Aldi, but I had to go there for something else. So yes, they would have been a good price because they were at Aldi. So they would have been very expensive at Spotlight. So I picked up those. I did pick up this fat quarter. I'm making a Christmas journal, so I thought I might use one of these fabrics to go on the outside. So yeah, a fat quarter. I don't know what that means. So, and then at Spotlight there was also, this is the first stuff on top of the pile, seems to be not the thrifty stuff, more the Spotlight stuff. So I just picked up a bunch of Christmas stuff because they always put them out on special. It reckons it's $5, but I got it for $2. So they're just some tags, which will be handy for this year's journal. Some more tags. I mean, they're meant to be gift tags, but you know, we can use them for whatever we like, can't we? And then these were all $2. So some stickers. Cute stickers, Christmas stickers. So that was good. Anything else from Spotlight? Nope, I think the rest is from the op shops. So I'll just move those out of the way. I did get a set of 6 placemats from an op shop, and I will add them to my Christmas table decorations. I've got some plain red ones and some Christmassy ones, but I'll be able to put these in instead of the plain red ones. So that's good. Got a bunch of new Christmas, well not new, they were from an op shop, so just a mixture of Christmas cards, which I can just use to embellish the journal. I don't send a lot of Christmas cards out these days. Some of them are quite thin, which is handy for collaging. So yeah, bunch of Christmas cards. Would have been a couple of dollars, $1.50. Yeah, can't go wrong with that, can you? Picked up these at an op shop as well. So I've given Mum, there was 2 sets of it, so I've given Mum 1 set. So they're just little gift tags, but you can take the pictures off. I don't know if it's a bit glary. I'll take it out of this packet. So yeah, so you can take them out of off their little backings because they're just too big, too chunky. So I usually take them off that, and now I've got a nice little element to go on a journal. So that's those. I also got these stickers. Don't know where I got those from. Obviously I got 2 sets. A discount store, I think. I got these, apparently for $2. They're on pegs, but which is not much use to me. I don't use pegs. But I'm thinking, I'm hoping I can lever those off. Yay! Now I've got a little element to go in front of my journal. So I can take all those pegs off. I don't think I'd use the pegs myself. But yeah, so I've got stars, trees and hearts. So they're cute. I found this in an op shop, and that was stuck to it, but apparently I had to pay $2. Oh, I think she charged me $1 in the end, because I thought $2 was a bit much for just one thing. So in the end she charged me $1. So that can go on the front of my journal, I think. Just says joy. Nice and red, my favourite colour. And then, probably a bit glary, let's have a look. Is there 2 sheets or just one? Just 1 sheet of stickers, but we've got the nutcracker. When I was in the shops today, those of you who remember my journal last year where I didn't know what a nutcracker was, I thought it was the thing that cracks nuts. And we didn't really know proof that Australia, or at least WA, doesn't really do nutcrackers. I've seen the nutcrackers in the shops now, but one of them in Aldi was called Mr. Christmas. They didn't call him a nutcracker because we wouldn't know what that is. But anyway, just to show it's not just me. It was silly. So there's these stickers, not really sure, but anyway, the smaller ones I can probably use. I'm not sure, the Santa might be too big for my journal, but I thought they were handy. I think that's all the Christmas stuff. I picked up these, oh, there's couple more items. I picked up these at one of those, you know, we call them $2 shops. So just, yeah. Actually, I'd forgotten I'd already got those, and I got these. So I've got plenty now of rhinestones. And then these two items, or a few items, let's put these up the way. So then I went into, well, one of the first shops I went into, I spied these straight away and just went for a beeline. Victorian Christmas cards. Yes, so having a look. Now, they're not actually what we would call Christmas cards. They're more like postcards. But they're a reprint of actual Victorian postcards that they would have sent back in the day. So aren't they just gorgeous? And fancy finding those in an op shop. So that was rather a good find, I thought. There seems to be 2 or 3 of everything. Maybe they've used some, I don't know. So skating. So yeah, look, it seems to be like 3 of everything. Goes that way up. Wishing you a happy Christmas, kids. And then that one. Not sure about that one. That's a hunting one, so I wouldn't probably use that. But I thought, yes, I have those. Now, they were a little bit expensive. They were $9 for the box, which is not cheap. But if you take into account that you're getting everything else for $1 and $1.50 and that kind of thing, I decided to average it out. Because it's not like I can say, oh, it's too expensive, I'm not buying it, because you know, I'll never see these things again. These don't turn up that often, so you just got to grab them when you see them. And lovely little box as well. It's supposed to be 25, so someone used them at some stage. Happy with that. And I found this. Isn't this just gorgeous? So it's like it's probably, you know, it's obviously a reproduction, but it's a reproduction of an antique sort of Christmas ornament. So you can hang it on a tree. Or what I would do is I would take the string off and I would stand it on a shelf. But isn't that just gorgeous? Anyway, I really liked it. And I found these too, which I thought these were really different. So maybe they're not meant to be Christmassy, they're just colourful. But yeah, colourful serviette rings. Anyway, I thought that was quite sweet. So I think that's all my Christmas stuff that I picked up. Oh no, I got this too. Let me get it out the bag. Okay, it might need a little bit of a repair. Looks like that's come off, but I can glue that back easy enough with some wood glue. It looks like there might be 2 or 1 missing. That doesn't matter, I don't think. Is there one left in here? No. Oh. So there's actually 1 missing that I can't see at the moment, so no, not here. And it stands on its base, so it goes up like this. So the little mouse has fallen off. They just hook on. That falls off. Oh, here's another one. Oh, there isn't one missing. Oh, that's good. Put him up there. It could be one of those annoying ornaments that drives you nuts every year. Getting it to go right. Doesn't want to hook on. No, I think there is still 1 missing. There. Okay. Falling off. Don't get annoyed. No, on here. Patience required. Once set up, do not touch. So it's got a little base. Looks like it does have 1 missing on the base. So there's a little toy soldier and a toy train, and there's 1 supposed to be there, but I don't have that at the moment. So it stands up here like that, which you probably can't now see. So, So I possibly could. And then that goes at the top. I don't know whether you can see it or not. I can't really see the camera. Yeah, so anyway, I like that. It's going on the mantelpiece at Mum's place when we set up for Christmas. So I thought that was alright. It's $6. It's got one piece missing. It needs some gluing. But I can manage, I can do that. Okay, next. So just this afternoon, I actually popped into a shop that I hadn't been to, the one that's really closest to me. And I only found this. They didn't have anything else. You can see it was $3. Is it in frame? Yep. So you know I've got a few of these Victorian photograph albums, but I can't pass them by, especially if they're different to the ones I've got. So this one's Victorian Scraps photograph album, which of course I won't use it as a photograph album, but you know, it makes great journal covers, of which of course I've got loads, and I would have enough to make journals for, you know, every week for the rest of my life probably. But I can't resist them because they're so pretty. Yes, so that Victorian Scraps pattern that you see around, I've got paper in this pattern, all these pictures. So obviously a design that was around when these kinds of things were made, usually around about the 80s and 90s. I think they were quite popular, although I never saw them back then, but there just seems to be a lot of them from that era. So I think they duplicate themselves, so you probably get like 4 or 5 variations. And of course you've got this lovely paper that you can make glassine bags out of. Made illustrations at Madame Tussauds, reprinted 1994 and 1995, and the studio design was 1993. I couldn't resist it. So anyway, I couldn't resist it. Got loads for $3. Those kinds of things. Picked this up, $2. I just liked it because it's already a fabric cover. It's not. It's a little bit bigger than what I like to make for a journal. So you'd have to have at least 2 good-sized signatures, possibly 3. I would never be able to fill it up. But what I would do is I would just cut down here with a knife, take that whole piece out, and so then I've got a journal cover ready to go. All I have to do is decorate it, and it's all nice and pretty. So yeah, I like that. Take this out, but then I can use that as a good piece of acrylic for when you're doing acrylic painting and smooshing and stuff like that. That's really useful. Some lovely coloured firm card which you could use, note paper which, you know, I probably wouldn't use. But yeah, it was a wedding planning book, which you see a lot of these empty ones. I don't know that people actually used a wedding planner. And then some of the dotty paper, lined paper, is very white. And then some little baggies, which again I use them, put acrylic paint on and then use them to smush with. So I'll use most of that. The card I'll probably use. I won't use the binding. I don't like ring bound books myself to glue in, but some people do. But so I just cut that out, and I've got a cover ready to go to be decorated. So I enjoyed that. I went to, yeah, so the one in the afternoon that I went to with Mum. Mum was saying, there's not much here, is there? I said, no, I don't know, you've got to look closely. And I knew I'd already found this in one of the book boxes. You just have to look, even though it looks like a bunch of books that you don't want. So it's just one of those Australian dress books for Australian birds, but it's just an address book, which again, these kinds of things, people give them as gifts and no one uses them. But look at the gorgeous pictures. So I don't know if they're on every letter change. Oh, looks they are. Oh, look at that. Isn't that just the prettiest for a spring journal? Oh my goodness. That is just beautiful. So I think it's, yeah, there's one on every alphabetical letter. Oh, aren't they just the prettiest journal covers? I've just not got anything like these. I mean, these are just gorgeous. So for $3, that's why you really got to look hard. And be prepared that, you know, you might not find anything, and then occasionally you find a gem. And this has to be, I've got another amazing gem as well yet to come, which you will all be, well, I had to have had it before, but it's another copy. Yep, Edith Holden, but you know, it's not the actual one, it's the biography, but I'll show that in a minute. So yes, aren't these just the most beautiful photos or paintings? One on every alphabet, and then, oh, and more. Then it's got birthdays and anniversaries. I mean, it would have been a beautiful book in its day, and the person, and there's these little cute pictures in the corner, but the person, you know, didn't use it, even though, you know, back in the 80s and 90s, I would have liked a book like that. It's quite nice. Then it's got your Christmas card list. There's too many pictures there, but in between there is things to do. There's always things to do, isn't there? But no one filled that in. And then useful information with your budgies. And more little pictures. Oh, goodness. And then some, useful information. I thought it was it's their useful information. The black swan, so some of the birds of Australia. Oh, wow. Cool. The language of flowers, what they mean. Star signs and the dates. Taurus, slow to anger. Practical, patient, stoic, determined and stubborn. Some of those I am and some of those I'm not. So yeah, birthstones, emerald, and traditional birth flowers. Lily of the valley, I didn't know that. Traditional. Okay. Conversion tables, before we had Google, and world times and the international dialing codes. Isn't that such a useful book back in the 80s and 90s? I would have loved a book like that. I think I would anyway. Anyway, I thought that was a bit of a bargain in the shop that had nothing much else. It just had that. Actually, I did get a basket full at that particular shop. Okay, and then at the very first shop where I met up with my friend Jane, on the bookshelf, which I don't have much success on that bookshelf, but we had the Edwardian Lady, which is the biography. So you will have seen it before in my Edwardian flip through, but I really love this book because of this cover. So of course I have another copy, and so now this is my second copy, which if I ever want to use this cover, means I can, for $2. So yes, very happy about that. So I'll just flick through it, because you can, if you want to see the full flip through of my Edith Holden books, there will be a video. I'll put a link below for the full flip through of the Edith Holden books and the biography, because the biography's got some paintings and things in it, but it's got a lot of her other paintings, not just her flowers and stuff. And then of course it tells you all about her story, her life, kind of artist she was, and all that sort of stuff. So really interesting read if you really like Edith Holden. And as I say, you can see the full flip through of that on my Edith Holden flip through video. When I was in Coles shopping the other day, they had this, which I don't normally buy other magazines much, apart from Daphne's Diary, which I picked up the current Daphne's Diary as well. But I thought this had a lot of, it's all matte paper because it's Frankie. I don't normally buy Frankie, but it's a mindful planner. Oh, maybe it's nothing to do with Frankie. I don't know. It's just in a matte. So I'll just flip through it. But it's got lots of nice papers and all sorts of different things you can cut from it. I don't really want the food, but you know, these pretty flowers. Motorbike went past. Yeah. So I like these images, these flowers. There's plenty of stuff to cut out. I wouldn't use it as a planner. I don't plan. I would forget to put anything in it. And then there's this card in the middle. Some stickers. Yeah, so colouring page, word search. And then more flowers and images. So yeah, I thought there was plenty of stuff in there that I could use. And it's all matte paper, so yeah, thought that was nice. Right, what else did I get? Oh, these were, oops, sort of Christmassy, little Christmas tags, but they're quite thick, so I'm not too sure how useful they're going to be. Ho ho be merry, no peeking, so they're actual gift tags, but anyway, we'll see. And then there's this. $2 for a bunch of tags. I mean, there's nothing special about them. It's just it's a nice bunch of tags, pre-made, which for my journaling group next year, that will be handy, that they don't have to actually cut them out, they can just decorate these ones. So but that was handy to have. And then coming to the end, I picked up this book. Not too sure that it's that great. It's $3. Pressed flowers. I've bought 3 pressed flower things, and I'm not going to press flowers, so I'm not too sure if I want to cut this up. I might not. It's got nice card paper in the back, which I could use, and it's got some images. No, it had these. This is what drew me. These pretty flowers. So $3 for a few pages of flowers. I don't know. Quite a few, but a pretty flower garden. Not too sure how it works. There's the screw holes there. So do you press it into the back of the book? Maybe you press them in here. Press your flowers in here and then squeeze them down. I don't know. I don't know if I would actually break that up or whether I just might give that back. I'm not too sure what to do with that at the moment. I picked up some cheap reading glasses. Keep losing mine. And then there's this bundle of paper which Mum and I looked at the other day because it was $10 and it was all in a big plastic bag, so I couldn't see it. All I could see was this, and it said vellum paper pack, and then on the back I could see that some of it wasn't vellum. So what it turns out to be is I got this huge pack of vellum. So there's like all different colours, and I don't have much vellum at the moment, so some plain, some pinks, yellows and blues, flowers, all sorts of pretty colours. Plain ones, patterned ones. So yes, some really nice vellum. I think I never bought vellum. I've already ever sort of found it at op shops or bought it from a friend, but I'm pretty sure it would probably be quite expensive. So it's supposed to be 30 sheets. I don't think it's been used, so I think there's probably 30 sheets in there. And then these paper packs. So that was 16. That says it was 16 originally. And one of the others says 16. So they looks like they're leftover stock, or else someone's bought them and then hasn't used them. You know what we do? We always buy too much paper. So yeah, 3 paper pads. Probably the more, I don't know, is this older scrapbooking paper? The, you know, not so recent, because the recent ones are quite thick. So perfect fit, it says. So I think they are scrapbooking. Of course they are. Now I'm going to take this one out of its paper. Never get it back in, of course. And just have a look. Oh, they're double-sided too. Oh, cool. These ones are quite dark. I'll just put them in my paper pile, but they're quite nice. Okay, well, something different. I haven't got anything like that. I'm going to have a look at these as well then. And then I'll just put them amongst my scrapbooking papers. See, most of the scrapbooking paper we get locally is really thick. Yeah, Mum and I don't really like it. But these are much thinner. Yeah, so the scrapbooking card that you get at the shops now is like thick cardstock, but this is more like paper. Yeah, no, that's all right. It's a, you know, unusual colours, but you never know. And this one, so let's have a look at this. A nice card I can use in it as well, and some pretty papers, and they're double-sided. Well, this is nice. I like this one. It'll make nice journal pages. I like these ones. So, all those papers in the vellum for $11. Well, if that's not a bargain. So they actually had some more. I was but it's all the way down in Mandurah. This was at my mum's and my favourite Mandurah shop, so I picked up those there. Yes, it's my op shopping day. I also got, it was really quite an interesting day because I kept picking up things that I needed or wanted. So last time I took my cat to the vet, I normally borrow mum's cat carrier, but she had to go to the vet suddenly because she developed this ulcer. So I couldn't drive all the way to Mandurah and then back again. So anyway, I needed a cat carrier. I was going to buy one, but they're like $50 in the shops. I'm like, oh, I don't want to pay $50 just to go to the vet once a year when she has a cat fight. So anyway, I found this one. I'll show you a photograph of it. It's $15. How's that for a bargain? It looks like it hardly been used. It's like new. So the cat carrier. What else did I get? Oh, the little drawers. They're at home at the moment, but I'll put up a photograph. Little drawers. And what I was going to use, first of all, I thought, yeah, for all my different papers, but I already have little drawers for those. But I was thinking about all my collage elements, you know, when you cut them out and then you have a pile of butterflies and you have a pile of birds and you have a pile of flowers. And so I'm going to label all those drawers with all the different collage elements and put them all together. So whether they're collage elements or stickers, if I want a bird, I'm going to go to the one place for birds and the one place for butterflies. They're all going to go in there. And if I have, you know, pages that I want to... Go lie down, Cadbury. I'm nearly finished. Go lie down. I'm nearly finished. It's dinner time. I said, I think I'll just get up and walk around and remind you that, you know, it is now half an hour past my dinner time, and I'll just walk around and you'll remind me, remember that I'm there. I'm hungry. Oh dear, funny boy. Yeah, so anyway, what was I mumbling about? Cannot remember. Oh yeah, my chest of drawers, the little drawers set. So, you know, that's really handy. So when I move my craft room around, I'll be able to have all my elements, you know, in this little handy drawer set where, you know, you want a bird, you just can pull the drawer out and grab one. It's going to be so much easier. So I'm really excited to have that because that's going to really help with all your little cutouts. So then when you want to put them away, it'll be so much easier. Yep, the birds go back there, the butterflies, all the ones I didn't use can go back in their drawer. That's going to be so much easier than the stack of cardboard boxes that I was using, these little trays, and you never know which one's which. So very excited about that. So I think that's it for the stuff that I got. I think I did rather well for my first op shop trip in quite some time. Lots of goodies to put away, find a home for, things to play with. So I don't know what my next video will be or when it will be. I just do them as and when I feel up to it and or have something to show you. I will show you something. So I did my little journal. It's just a little Christmas journal. It's nothing, you know, difficult or fancy. I covered the paper with just some Christmas paper, just got to decorate it. And these are the jelly print pages that I made for the little Christmas journal, all in sort of Christmassy sorts of colours. I think I showed you the signature before. So this has now been bound into some firm cardboard, and it's got to do I've got to find some paper for the back. And on Friday with the group we'll be decorating and putting, so I thought some of that fabric might go around the outside of it. Let's have a look. Got a snowman. So I'm thinking something red and green, so that's, you know, matches both sides. We've got this one, maybe this one, piece of that maybe, or the black one. No, and then there's these as well. So some nice pieces of fabric. It's nice, nice quality. It feels nice. So that's my Christmas fabric. So out of those two, I think, to go on the edge. But anyway, that's where I'm up to with the Christmas journal. I don't know what, you know, whether I'll get any videos done. I might do some decorating at home and do a video. But as I say, I'm just doing it as and when the mood takes me and I have the time and the energy. I think that's it. If I don't do a video before Christmas, I mean, I'm hoping to, but if I don't, Merry Christmas to everyone. Thank you very much for your support and your comments, and for everyone who's watching the video and subscribed. Thank you so much, and I hope that you and your family have a lovely Christmas and enjoy your journaling. If you're doing a Christmas journal or December or the December daily, whatever it is you're doing, just enjoy what you're doing and have fun with your papers. Okay, thank you very much for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.